Happy New Year. How's everybody? How's my produce family doing? Okay, here we go. 2021. I think we have some troubled waters ahead, definitely in the first quarter. I think I brought up the subject last week. I just think that with people out of work, it's just going to be a very, very tough go, and no holidays to boost consumption. People with no money, no work, it's going to be a tough go. And if you read my article, produce as a luxury item, you'll kind of get my feelings on produce consumption and how it's affected by the economy. That being said, I think there's going to be, this year is going to be the year of gluts and gaps. Gluts when there's a period of no demand and you just can't sell it for any price. And I think you're going to see, in fact, you're seeing a lot of it right now. If you saw the cucumber market and the squash market last week and then again into today, you could see that shippers are having problems selling stuff. Also, there was some cutbacks in plantings because of COVID-19. So if there is any spike in demand for any item, it's going to be felt pretty quickly. I wrote another article, another one of my theories about markets. I'll share with you in case you're a new follower. I don't know if the top has been taken out of these markets. Let me explain. I always felt that there are people that always need an item. Let's take squash for example. Okay, if squash is on a menu on a restaurant, it doesn't make a difference if the market's $2 or $22 or $200. Squash is on the menu at a restaurant, and they're going to have it, and they're going to pay the price. Okay, I always felt like when an item was short and it keeps on traveling further, higher and higher and higher, right? The people that need it will always need it and have to buy it. Once you have one box more than the person that needs it, that's when you see the market start to fall. The way it is today, with no restaurants, no food service, those are the people that generally need it. I just think the top is going to be taken out of the market. So what does that mean? When something gets expensive, I think people just shy away from it. Again, I'd go back to produce as a luxury item. If red peppers are $2.99 or $3.99 a pound, people are not going to buy them if they don't have no money. They'll say, "What's cheaper?" And I think that's an opportunity this year for retailers, wholesalers to concentrate on some cost effectiveness and some value packaging, value pricing, because I just think when the purse strings get tight, that people are going to flock to that cheaper item. So remember, it's not only produce you're in your competition. It's it's canned, it's frozen, and it's food in boxes that people have to eat, and they'll find a way to do it. So just keep that in mind. I just don't think you're going to see, a perfect example right now is red peppers. Believe me, I said this to my customers. If it was a normal year, red peppers at the terminal market level could have easily been $40 or $50 because they were that short, and really, I've been doing this a long time. For me to be that short on that item, it was really remarkable. But the market's still high. It was at the terminal level $32, $34. But given a regular year, that market's easily going to $40 on 15-pound red peppers, guaranteed. Because I've seen markets go there with more volume than we had this year. That being said, I can see that market now after the holidays, and they're still short because of weather. It's cold here in Texas. It's cold. It was cold in Mexico. They couldn't harvest, but I could see that market coming off basically on lack of demand because people don't need to spend $3.99 or $4, whatever they're going to retail it for in the store. So cucumbers are cheap, squash are cheap. There's eggplants are cheap. There's a lot of other items, and there'll be a shipper. There'll be shippers that want all the money and they'll go up in price. And I got a feeling they'll fall on their face pretty quickly. If not in the first day or two, believe me, it's coming because I just don't. I don't see that. Okay. I promised you I was going to come on New Year's Eve and show you a family tradition that we've done at Christmas Eve. It's really a lot of fun. I'm going to put the link in to my Facebook page. It's my family doing this game, and we did this in Colombia at a party with maybe 40 people. It was out of control. It's probably better with like 10 or 12 people, and people really get excited. I don't care if you're the toughest guy in the world. You're going to get excited. You're going to get excited, and it's really a fun game. So check out the link. Okay. Freight. Remember what I told you last week? I didn't know if this COVID would affect what usually happens. What usually happens, truck drivers want to be home with their families just like the rest of us, and usually that is not where the produce is. We saw trucks hitting $10,000 in out of Texas. $10,000 out of Texas. We saw trucks hitting 9,000, 9,500 out of Arizona, actually more in Texas than in Arizona. Again, supply and demand, so you get that. This is going to take a couple of weeks to the trucks get repositioned. So it's not over yet, and you're going to see this probably till the 15th. So keep that in mind. I mentioned before, weather probably going to slow things down. It was cool right into Mexico, and that's going to slow down. I always talk to you about red peppers, and again, they're going to be high this week, but I look for that market to, demand to really fall off at these higher prices. And what else? I'm going to tell you a story. I really believe produce people are the most resilient, hardworking, unbelievable, and I just believe like produce people just do great no matter what business they're in. I got to tell you a story, and then I'm going to lead into something else. How I took a 2 or 3 year sabbatical from the produce business. I went to Wall Street. I traded currencies, and that's a story all in itself. It's the same thing, it's supply and demand. And don't you know, after a little while, I had some Harvard MBAs actually working under me, right? And and I used to tell them, I put three produce guys in here with high school education. They run circles around you, and those guys are like, they're all full of themselves. And and this is exactly how I explained to them. I said, listen, in produce, 12 hours is a half a day. So while you guys going home, these guys are just getting warmed up. Second of all, physical delivery of a perishable commodity. While the price is going up and down, the stuff is also going rotten. You sell that, you could sell anything. And that was my speech. And I really believe it. And here's I went to Cantaloupe U. I never graduated college, pretty well for myself, and I just think a lot of produce people have common sense and they just get market dynamics. So, what does that mean? I have never had a hobby or another interest. I only did produce my whole life. I'm not saying that's the good thing, but that's just the way my life turned out. I didn't find time for anything else. I just lived and breathed this business. I know there's people out there that are having a tough time. And I believe, again, this is not a seal of approval. I believe I found something that may help some of you. Why do I say it? And I'm not going to get into, business. It's really like a no cost investment, and uh, it's something that if you're having a hard time financially, maybe it'll work for you, maybe you don't. All I can tell you is this: everybody uses this problem. Everybody uses this product. So literally, everybody uses this product, and you could save yourself, your friends, and family considerable amount of money. And that's all I'm going to say, because if you're interested, and this is starting in Texas, it'll be nationwide, but it'll be a slow run. It's starting in Texas, and then I think it's going to Pennsylvania in July, and it's several other states. All I'm saying is if you're interested, because I don't want to give any any false. I always just try to help people. If you're having a tough time, I think you should give this a shot. I tell my own kids to do it. So if I tell my own kids to do it, I think it might be good enough for you. And that's it. That's all I want to tell you. I think it's a great thing, and we're going to leave it there. And again, I'm sure I forgot a lot of things. I'll probably, as I'm writing, as this thing is downloading, I'll remember a few. But remember, produce people are the most resilient people there is. We're going to get through this. We're going to have to probably make some new alliances, new partnerships, and we need to get through it together. Personally, I will help anybody I can in the produce business. Hopefully, maybe some of you could help me. So if I could do anything for any of you, or you could do something for me, let's get together. I just think I spent my whole career putting good shippers and good receivers together. Receivers at every level: retail, wholesale, food service. So if I could help you and you help me in return, I think that's a great thing, because we're going to need each other to get through this the next few months. Okay? Take care. I love you, love the produce business, and I'll see you soon. Okay. Oh, just send me a private message if you're interested in the other thing. Okay? Thank you. Bye.